New little dance move I'm working on. You like it?
Yeah.
Oh, you like?
Hey, it's Monday, day night at 8 p.m., which means it's time for another episode of FM Rager. I'm in the tail end of class.
Hey, this boy's learning.
Everyone sat through my presentation, so I'm on the last fucking one, and I just want to be
Is your camera on? Can they see you?
Oh, my God. No. And every time you ask me, I'm going to have a heart attack.
Can you screen share the show just so they know what's going on?
No.
Come on, you can't have that many classes left.
He's studious as hell. Not really.
Heck or hell, for sure.
Oh. Huh. I got to talk to you about something in the commercial break. You pitched me a joke earlier today. I was like, how's that a joke? And now I see you flipped words.
Yeah, that's why I already did it.
It was
so
a great
it's okay.
joke. You had a phenomenal joke. It's like, all right, Ned, I guess normally you come with a great pitch. So I apologize
No,
for me
thank you.
trying to be like.
But why is it just? Yeah, no. Well, we'll get into that. Y'all watch the MacGruber teaser that came out? No, I didn't. You texted me about it earlier, and can we watch it on the show? Do you want to do a live react thing, or do you want to do that when you're done with
Let's
class?
do that when I'm done. God, this is chaos.
Can you give don't leave in the middle of a presentation like that? Are you kidding me? I see you hovering.
Okay, I won't leave.
Could you imagine how those people would feel if you left during their presentation?
Like, man,
Fucking sad, man.
That Connor C, him is always bailing. Show the class the teaser. I can't. No one in this class would give two shits about it. But what we're doing is we're discussing these different future scenarios that had different terrain, objects, and moods to kind of like box you in. Mm-hmm. And what we had to do was it's the year 2040, and we're in this transformative
Blade Runner.
Yeah, we're in this transformative phase right now where we're borrowing from the past to move forward to the future, kind of dialectic. And our thing was fashion rituals for exhilaration, and we created a future where religion, our generation has become so far removed from organized religion, but you need to believe in something, and you need life
The
experience.
supreme being.
Right.
Supreme.
Yeah. So it's being replaced by religion, and designers are exalted as gods. And examples we used was Kanye West outfits for the Sunday service choir. I pitched the Eternals because they all dress like fucking idiots. And someone said, oh, are these the Elementals? And I was like, they're actually called the Eternals, and you sound like an ignorant idiot when you say that.
You actually sound stupid as hell.
So it was fun. And then there are people who are pitching. Somebody pitched a plant-based contraceptive or growing a child in a plant-based uterus in the future. And I was like, we need to burn that person at the stake.
Beyond meat, more like beyond me. I don't get how you do that.
Ned, how was your freaking weekend?
I had a good freaking weekend. Art crawl at Canal Street Studios. Jesus Christ, what's my studio called? Yeah,
Canal
at Canal
Street
Street Studios. It was a blast and a half. It was really cool. Oh man, I should have put that time lapse up. Claire Drennan, the old studio manager there, put together a community loom. Did you put anything on there?
I did not see it until after I left, and then I saw social media. I was like, oh, I missed the loom.
I guess you got there like when it was kind of dark. It was not lit, so like as soon as it got dark, it was just like gone in the shadows.
Yeah,
but it was really cool. Everyone got a chance to throw a little bit of fabric in there, and I just saw a picture of it. It looks great. It's cool.
Damn, I want to see.
Wish I could show you guys. Whoops, sorry.
Oh my God, I am like Muad'Dib. I am a man in two places. I gotta leave this class.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were about to say the show. I was like, I'm gonna fucking bottom out if you don't.
808.
Damn, he left.
Wait.
Wow.
Look, it's okay. We get recordings of the show. We get recordings of class.
We have recordings of this show too, so don't worry.
And we have a guest today that I'm actually super excited about. Not to say that if I'm late to a show, I'm not excited about it, but
Yeah, usually Connor's rolling in at like 8:40, and he's like, "Oh, class was so tough." He's popping popcorn in the background, just waiting, just pushing the
taking a
gas.
dump in the bathroom.
Clearly in view.
No, I'm very excited for this guest. And dude, did I just fuck up my monitoring station? No, I'm.
Oh, there you go. Turn the audio off.
Shut up. So yeah, I'm.
Yeah, how was your freaking weekend?
Well, I went to go see your studio, Canal Street Studio. Really enjoyed it. Saw a lot of cool stuff. Went with friend of the show, Rahul. Then I hung out. I tied one on with Antoine and Rahul.
Oh yeah, did you guys end up going to Cecil's?
I don't remember if we closed Cecil's out or not, but we partied a lot. Man, there are some. You know, Rahul doesn't watch this show. Proudly so.
Wow, just like my parents.
Okay, without getting into the specifics, we're sitting there and Rahul's like, "Oh man, this person's trying to like booty call me," but he had a good reason for it. He's like, "I don't want to really go through with that," and also I'm hanging out with my friends.
Hell yeah!
And we were like, "Oh, cool." And then that person texted because he said, "Oh, I'm at Cecil's with some bros." It's like, "I'm so close. Let me stop by." And they just showed up. And Rahul, who was proudly out with his bros, turned his tail between his legs and texted me, "Y'all need to fuck off."
Oh no!
So Antoine,
sinister.
So Antoine and I fucked off. We just went around the corner
to the other side of the bar,
and we just kind of sat there and like, man, what a hoe! I can't believe you would do this to us.
Wow, called out on the show.
Maybe. To be fair, it's not like he was like, "All right, later, guys." He just wrapped up that conversation and was very polite to just kind of say like, "Hey, I am with my friends." Mm-hmm. I didn't. He could either tell us to fuck off or tell this person, who I personally think should have fucked off.
Who, in my opinion,
yeah, because it's like, why would you just like show up? I think that's so unhinged, but whatever.
Yeah, that's a lot.
All right, go to PJ's and get your karaoke on. It was a Saturday, so there was no karaoke, and we thought about going.
No sanctioned karaoke. I should mention, you can karaoke whenever you want. You bring a MIDI file around with you. You're fucking golden.
We thought about going to PJ's Friday night after the Thundercat show that we attended, but we were all very tired. And then we passed out.
So Thundercat played so goddamn fast for so goddamn long that I was just exhausted by the end. I think I heard 40 million notes in the course of an hour and a half. It was insane. It was great. It was awesome. But like, God.
It was also a weird energy. It was outside. It was on the hill.
Yeah.
We kept commenting of like, man, nobody will shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
So like, I can hear some notes, and then I can really hear people like, and yeah. And in my head, I told you this, like, if you're talking at a show like this, just stay home. Like, you just want to be seen. You just want the photo out.
Or just go to the bar next door. Go to Raven Tower and hang out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I paid
Bummer. Good
a lot
show.
of money for a great show.
Yeah.
A very, very good show. So, yeah, we did that. And then Saturday, blah, blah, blah. Sunday.
Yeah, what'd you get into Sunday? I got some stuff to show.
What did I do Sunday? I think once you were like, hey, I'm going to be late, I was like, all right. Then I hung out with friend of the show, Cass. And then when you're like, hey, I'm not coming back, I'm like, all right. And then I just read Dune Messiah, and I finished it. So, not much.
Right on.
But I did treat myself. I got a little banh mi delivery.
Ooh, hell yeah. I went to Texas Art Asylum to get some stuff. I'm going to Mardi Gras this year, and we're planning on making exciting costumes and everything. So we went over there to scope out what kind of like weird materials we could get. And got some junk. Got this little statue that I just very tickled by.
Whoa, his thumb is all fucked up.
I really like his face. I like those jowls. I got some teeth because anyone who knows me knows I love teeth. I'm thinking about getting another one of these little dental molds, maybe gluing them together, making a little candle holder. You know what I'm saying? Crack, crack.
Man, you should have told me. My mom's got access to a lot of those.
Full access to lots of teeth?
Teeth molds, yeah.
Really?
Well, she was a contractor who did like orthodontic consulting.
That's cool.
And so we just had like fake teeth around the house all the time. And I would always, I'd just be like, Mom, I need you to give me some sticks or something like that. I had a lot of fun with those, and all of our coworkers thought I was very weird.
Whatever. You got teeth lying around. Of course you're going to do that.
Yeah, they're like
of course,
castanets.
everybody wants to see things that shouldn't talk. And boy, will this thing talk. It says what's on the radio and sings. It's basically a mailbot. I got another mailbot.
Potential for a sexy mailbot if we put like some eyes on it.
That's what I was thinking, like really spaced out eyes. The battery compartment had a lot of acid in it. I tried cleaning it out last night, but I might just have to pull it out and put a new is it called a terminal? Is that a battery terminal? I don't know fuck all about electronics, but I'm going to make this thing work because it's great.
So. Huh. Well,
if you're an electronic head, hit me up. Help me fix this thing. That'll be great. Female bot. Yes. Thank you, Necromancy.
I'm glad to see the intro to Rocky Horror Picture Show found some new work.
This guy's insane. Give it up for him.
All I need to make good comedy is a microphone and this twisted mind. All right.
Folks, we got Blink-182 on the show tonight.
Did we have anything...
Oh, did you want to? We could do this with our guest. We still have to look up our names on Urban Dictionary. I
think we should do the MacGruber after the show because we could get muted or pinged.
The MacGrubes. Yeah. I was talking about the name googling.
Oh yeah. We'll do the name googling when
let's get our guest on.
All right.
Okay. Cool.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. We're back.
Hey, everybody. So one of the favorite things Ned and I like to do whenever we're fucked up and very tired is we put on Twitch and we just hop around and look at all kinds of crazy stuff.
Flipping channels.
We flip channels. It's so fun. As we've said before, Twitch is basically like the new digital age version of public access. And that means that you can do whatever the hell you want. You're really only limited by your imagination. And Ned, you turned me on to a show that is run by people who have limitless imagination. And it seems to rely on other people with limitless imagination. We're going to get into it a little bit more. But let's go ahead and bring on our guest today. I believe he might be the creator. I should have double-checked this, but he's definitely involved in one of the developers of a new Twitch show called Rendered Senseless. Please give it up for James Patton. Hey, James. Now, James, first things first, are you the creator, the developer? Are you an intern who flexed a little too hard?
This is my first time hearing about the show, actually. So this is a surprise for me. I don't know if this is like a segment you guys are doing or a bit or something, but I've never heard of the show.
Oh, my God.
No. Yeah, no, I guess I'm maybe we could go startup mode. I'm one of the founders of Rendered Senseless. But yeah, no, I actively am working on it like
cool.
Every time I have the time to work on it. So
now, at the startup, have you hired any like streaming rock stars or Twitch ninjas to help you out with everything?
Right over here, guys. No. Yeah, we have a lot of influences, including like Space Ghost Coast to Coast, Eric Andre, stuff like that. So when we think of segments for the show and stuff like that, we bring people on. I've already mentioned I want you guys to do something on it for sure.
We know you told us. All right, just you're coming across as desperate now.
10 carrier pigeons a day, just smacking into our windows with invitations. We're good.
Yeah, no, I hacked their computer and pretty much just appeared as Host Spot, which is the main character, by the way, and just was like, hey, come on, remember Bonsai Buddy? Do you guys remember Bonsai Buddy? The purple monkey that would appear on your computer screen. We were also inspired by that.
Wait,
And so, like,
let me
we
get some
recently do,
some
like,
visual.
we do like the
Oh,
other day streams where we'll have like us appearing on the screen while we work on the show, and then we'll run the show, and then people will go into the show. I can, yeah, there he is. There's my
yep.
man.
Oh wow, he's at Hatsune
It was
Miku
classified as a
here.
virus eventually. Come on.
Wow, that
This
sucks.
cutest virus I ever saw.
I agree.
Hey, if you're asking me, I think we're the virus.
Oh!
Pretty cute though.
Should I explain the show, or should
Yeah,
I?
yeah, I was about to say,
I'm
what
like
the fuck
diving
is-
into
if
you
like
could give
just
us, like-
talking about it without actually knowing what, letting people know what it is.
I don't necessarily just want the elevator pitch because I know it's such a complex, interesting show. So go ahead and just tell us whatever you want people to know about it.
Okay. It's how I usually just tell people about it, like if I'm just talking to someone at a bar or something like that, is Rendered Senseless is a virtual live streaming talk show in space. I'm totally giving the elevator pitch right now. Virtual live streaming talk show in space. I'm the host of it. I play a robot named Hostbot. My co-host is a bird. His name is Bird, and we have a musical everything done by Josh, which is his real name. Who he
not just a
makes
clever,
video game music
pseudonym.
outside of the show. Yeah, and so that's kind of the main thing of the show. And then what is cool about it, or what is different about it, I think, from a lot of other things. There's a few Twitch things that are just mildly close, but I think the main thing that's kind of different about it is the fact that when you type in Twitch chat, you join the show as a character in the audience, like physically in the 3D space. You appear in the stands, and then you can change your character into anything. I mean, we got this, so we got access to this thing called Google Poly, which was like this big 3D archive that people could submit free use 3D stuff to. And of course, Google shut it down. Classic. And we had to hack the whole thing out of their website and put it onto like our own thing because it was so good. It was like fundamental to the show, and they shut it down while we were doing the show.
Oh fuck.
And it has like an insane amount of models. It has like 100,000 models or something like that. So it's like when you type cat, you could also type cat 2, cat 3, cat 4, cat 5, and you could become a different type of cat. You could type Shrek. Shrek's in there. Multiple versions of Shrek are in there. Multiple versions of Patrick and SpongeBob. I think Tito from Rocket Power might be in there. Like literally every random person or thing or like object or like an office, like everything is in there. It's totally stupid. And we put that into the show. That was one of the first things we put in. We were like, this is awesome. Like we're like, this is so funny. Just to be able to become anything.
I tuned in, I didn't know what to do, and you guys have a help screen that pops up that gives you like kind of here's some commands you could do. Just being able to turn into like a dog immediately, I was like, what?
Yes.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, James. So I want to know: have y'all made that documentation available anywhere? Like, could somebody access like, oh, I could be this character, I could be that character, or is it just like for me? I just had to type in whatever and see if it worked or not.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is right now, and the problem with that is that we would just, I don't know, we just haven't put in the work to do it.
I kind of like that it's a mystery
written down.
though.
What you're saying is written down, and we even want to have a thing where it's like you actually log into a website and you get to see exactly, like you can make your character before the show goes on, pretty much. Because right now your character is saved in a database. So if you're a goose that's wearing a gun for a hat, that's saved. It's like the next episode you'll be a goose with a gun right away.
No way.
It's
Wait, can I show the audience like a visual
right off the bat?
Can I show the audience a visual real quick? I'm just like on your Twitch channel right now. I'm just gonna like kind of pull up like what it.
I think that'd probably be helpful. And yeah, I wanted to make a thing where they could go in and customize it at any time. So it's in the works. By in the works, I mean it's in my head and maybe like a document somewhere.
Hey, there we go.
This is the dev stream one. This is the Bonzi Buddy one.
Actually, this is a bad one.
Which is also fun.
Or a good one. I don't know.
You can do all your normal, like, the audience has, like, powers and stuff. So they have the ability to, like, jump and fly across the screen. They have the ability to blow everything up on the set, to spawn items, to throw GIFs of Paul Rudd at the screen.
Yeah, so you can see, they're tossing some GIFs right now. Wow, these are great. And so these are all people in the chat.
GIF right when I said that.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are all people in the chat. So all they did was type in the chat, and then they joined the show. And then this is one of the games That is Colin. What's his name from Who's Line?
Mockery.
Colin Mockery from Who's Line, and we made him like a Goku power up that you get.
Hell yeah.
Classic attack that you would use in
What
battle.
is that person created? What is Pasty Wolf right now? They're like a bunch of pieces put together. It looks like
It's you. That's the thing about not knowing what the database is going to give you is like people just become like these crazy weird objects. Like sometimes they'll just be like a pile of just goo. There's a T-posing Yoshi. There's somebody who just signed their name. Evangelion. Sometimes there's cool stuff. There's a sideways Patrick from SpongeBob.
oh yeah,
I mean, everybody wants to be a sideways Patrick.
sitting sideways.
So what? I gotta ask. I mean, you were talking about your influences, but what actually possessed you to get some friends together and make this happen?
Oh man, it was just kind of this thing where I always have this. I don't know, when something, I think this is a normal human thing, honestly. It's like when something gets in your head, it just sort of embeds itself and you just can't not do it eventually. And that was the sort of the very base of this idea was that thing. It was me, a friend and we have, God, I should have sent you this. He asked if I had material and I said no. I could have sent you an original picture of like when we initially came up with just the very base of the idea. We were like, we should do a talk show, but it's virtual, so we can do whatever we want. And there was nothing else. There was nothing about the audience or anything like that. We kind of, maybe we were saying it pretty early on as far as the audience spawned in, but we just thought of that very base idea. And there's a picture that's just a gray set with a blue couch and like an untextured bird and a robot next to each other, just like T-posed out. And and that was the initial conception of it, I guess. But we had been talking, we wrote, I think there's a Google Doc from like 2015 or 2016. And to get to even start working on it took us 2 years of just ignoring the idea.
You gotta let those things cook, man.
Yeah.
They gotta marinate.
Yeah, I guess so. And what was I gonna say? It was it's weird because it feels like, and maybe this is just like a bias or something that I have about where we are, but it feels like some of it was legitimately not technically possible until now, as far as the way that we ended up doing it. So like maybe we could have done it a different way earlier on or something, but like some of it is just like the software or the plugin or whatever didn't even exist. So and some stuff is coming out right now as we work on it, and we're using it as things are new and coming out. Like we're using OpenAI GPT, which is like a huge, amazing AI. And we're using that for some of the games, and you have to explicitly ask permission to use it. Like you have to send them emails and stuff like that and tell them and like send them a video of what you're doing.
Damn.
And so like that is like actively, like that's only like that thing's only, it's less than a year old. And it being public use, like we had to get access to it and stuff like that. So I mean, and then it ended up being used for a Pokemon game. Like it's just like a stupid like Pokemon battle where we generate like
that's what that fight thing is.
It's not the tournament one that you showed though. It's like the one where it's like it looks like Pokemon, and then we generate a text based on whatever the person's model is. And then they get to choose from 4 attacks that the AI generates based on what their model is.
That is so nuts.
It's so awesome. I love it so much. But like we made, like we were thinking about that, and then that stuff was like we were like, can we do this? Like it's always a thing where it's like, can we even do this? And then it just becomes this thing where like we look at it now and we're like, I still see there's like a lot of room, I think, to get way crazier with it. But like, I'll look at it now, I'll be scrolling through the project or something, and I'm just like, holy shit, how did we get to this point from the gray room? Like we had the gray room with the blue couch, and then suddenly it's just like this huge stack of scripts and objects and things layered and like things interacting with each other and whatever else. And I don't want to get up anybody's expectations for what the show's actually like right now, by the way. I'm like making it sound like, oh, it's the,
it's
really
kind of an endless thing. Like when the first time you jump into it, you're like, where, like you don't know what the bounds are, because you're just like, oh, I can become this. Oh, I can float up. Oh, I can float backwards. And then you guys start putting people into games. Like it's not just like you're sitting there fucking around with it. Like you're taking the audience to different places on this map.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
I don't know,
and I think
it's
that's
exciting.
Yeah, thank you. Like, and that's the biggest, I think, improvement that we want for the future is we want to make it more. And I think I said this to you the other day, but it was like we want to have rails, so when we go off the rails it's funnier, and then we can reference the rails, sort of thing, like how pretty much everything else in the world works. Because it feels like sometimes in the show we just go in and we're just like instant crazy mode, and like we're just, I mean, we have the games, yeah, we have the games to kind of guide things around, but like I would like to get a little bit further back into like doing like maybe the classic talk show monologue and like having the guests and stuff, because we used to have more guests on the show, but it becomes like a big coordination thing, and like the show itself takes a lot of work and stuff too. So it's like, but I always like that. I always like that, and we do occasionally we'll do big episodes where it's like we actually have like an organized story, and then we move through the story and we have like people coming in and they're playing physical characters that are in the show, and they're actually controlling the character and making them move around and stuff like that.
Damn.
And so those are really exciting. We love doing those. But you know, the week by week is more of like a casual, it's not sustainable to try to do a big giant thing every week. So we hang with the audience, we play some games, it's goofy, things break, like things just, I mean, it's a, you know, it's made in Unity, which is a game engine, and it's done with code, so like things just shatter and just break, and it's kind of hilarious when it happens sometimes.
We have technical difficulties once a week, and we do the same fucking show every week. So I think things breaking is okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no matter how good I have it, no matter how like we're like, all right, we nailed it this week, and I'll have a list of 30 bugs within like 30 minutes of the show. Like I'm like typing it while I'm controlling the guy and the show and everything. I'm like also typing bugs. I'm like, oh yeah, no, we can't do that. All right, we need to fix that.
We also list out about 10 bugs per episode, usually just our
Roach,
favorites.
spiders.
Centipede, in the hood.
So,
Real bug listing, love it.
man,
Was that the mic stand killing you?
it's not killing me. I noticed it was.
Fuck. We should just invest in arms. Or
Give this arm.
give Mailbot some arms.
Yeah.
Oh, you got an arm? Nice.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
fuck yeah. Where'd you
Yeah,
get it?
baby.
Yeah, where'd you get that? Hey, give it.
Give me that. Probably from China, somewhere.
Yeah. You got it on
It's
wish.com?
lasting me. It's lasting me. It's jammed into the desk. Actually, it might be Rode. Honestly, it might not. I might have not cheaped out on this. Maybe that's why it did last.
We should go for Rode.
Road?
Yeah.
Rode mic, RODE. They make good microphones.
Oh, okay.
I could only assume the arms would be good.
Cool. All right. So, James, I'd be remiss, since we're halfway through the show right now, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about some party questions.
Let's get into the beef of it.
Yeah. So, I ask everybody, do you remember the first party that you'd ever attended?
So I would say, dude, it's like those are like such a blur. I remember.
Hell yeah.
I remember going to. So I had a party as a kid, and I actually am not prepared for this question, by the way. I had a. So I have nothing for this. But I remember going, or I had a party at my house with like all my friends, stuff like that, and I think it was maybe kindergarten or first grade or something like that, maybe second grade. I don't know. It's all those years are.
What was it? A themed party? Like were you really into Power Rangers or like dinosaurs at that time?
No, it was just a hangout, and I just brought together everybody I liked, and I was like, and I think that's a string through my whole life, by the way. Like if I can bring everybody, and then what I like to do is bring two disparate groups together. Like if you have like the two friends that you know when they meet, it's just gonna be like bam. Like I just love to see that. And
man, it didn't work for me when I tried to bring my friends the Sharks and the Jets to hang out.
Classic mistake. So no, but we had that, and it actually was really awesome. It was no theme, nothing. Like it was just a good party, whatever. And I remember I had snakes at the time. Like I had snakes, and everyone was like, "Dude, you're so cool! You have snakes! Oh my god!" There was like corn. It was like corn snakes. It's like the classic, like, you know, whatever snake.
Snakes for kids.
And yeah, and but like, it was like a hit or whatever, and then. One of my friends who had come to it invited me to his house, and I was like, I was like, oh hell yeah, this guy's super cool. I've wanted to like hang out with him and stuff, outside of school. And so went to his house, and it was like, when you like even this goes into like adulthood, when you like go into a new type of bubble that you didn't know existed, like for a person, like you don't know what's happening for a person, and you don't know like that how your life isn't how everybody's life is, sort of thing. I don't know. So like I go to his house, and he has well, first of all, his parents dress and kind of also look and also might have been porn stars or drug dealers or both. And they had like 2 really crazy cars in the driveway, but they lived in a very normal neighborhood. And then,
when you say crazy car, you mean like fancy or like clown?
Like porn star cars?
Yeah, just absolute wacky art cars, like double decker,
Gotcha.
like seashells all over it.
Yeah,
No, it was like a Hummer, like a brand new Hummer 2, and like a red Porsche or something like
God
that.
damn.
Like, yeah, and going to his house, and it was like he had 3 giant dogs. They were all wolf hybrids, and I was small, dude. Like I guess I was like somewhere between 5 and 9 or whatever, straight up bowl cut, probably weighed 3 or 4 pounds max. And these dogs are taller than me, and they're all giant. One was like a Saint Bernard wolf cross. Like, I mean, dude, I shit you not. Like, I'm not making this up.
Just
it was
trying
totally
to make
crazy.
a freak Hulk dog.
A barrel of tequila.
Yeah, it was crazy. And I was like, you're a kid, and I was still like, well, it's a dog in their house, and I like kind of like petting one, and the other one's like skulking around, like doing like the skulk,
Sharpening a fucking knife on a rock.
yeah. he's like I could only see his eyes in the shadows, and yeah, and like his mom had to come in, and she was like, oh no, we need to put them outside. They're getting upset. And I was like, I'm just trying to pet them. They're getting upset, and puts them outside or whatever. And I was like, wow, that was weird. And I go into I was with my friend, and we were gonna ask if we could do something, like ask if we could go somewhere or ride some weird thing they had in the garage or whatever, and go into the room to ask the dad. And dude, it looks like the dad is laying in the bed. He has a big mustache. He has God, I think he was wearing a vest. And it was like a waterbed or something. Like it looked like the 80s room. It had like the animal rug thing hanging over, like, or it had like the animal pelt and shag rug. Dude, it was crazy. And
I've designed this room in The Sims many times.
classic. And then remove the door.
Yeah.
But and just see what plays out. See who eats who. And I walk. We're about to ask the dad something, and before we say anything, the dad goes, "Who's this nerd?" To a child.
Wow.
And I was just like, and even then I knew, like, what parent says that to somebody? Like, I was like, I've never been asked that, or never had an adult like call me a nerd before, like bully me. And I mean, honestly, that's as far as I can remember into that specific story. But it's
Yeah, I would have blacked out.
Yeah.
yeah, it was just like such a strange, like, to exit your bubble and go. And like I said, that's not really a party story, but like, I could tell you one other one that was like something I remember, which also slightly isn't a party story. How much time do you guys have?
Before you do, I just want to point out how funny it is that I think the story ends with him saying, "Who's this nerd?" and then you don't remember anything because you passed out and pissed your pants.
Yeah, instantly, all I remember is like the ceiling coming up to my face or whatever, just like, and hitting the shag rug.
3 shadows over you trying to wake you up, and they're just the dogs like fucking trying to gnaw at your face.
Oh no! Yeah, it was like no, and it does like the Big Lebowski scene where he gets knocked out or whatever, and he's like falling. He's like, he becomes the bowling ball sliding down. Yeah, because that was the vibe. It was the Lebowski-ish vibe.
Wow. Well, yeah,
It was like
we do have time for another story if you wanted to tell that other one.
Yeah. So the other one was, I don't know why my stories are like, well, that one's like the bubble, the being in a different bubble, and then this one's a lesson about. Well, I don't even want to say what it is because I think it might spoiler it a little bit or something. So, It was I was also around that age or something like that, like 8 through 10 or something like that. And I was going with my parents' brother and then like a parent's friend and their kid to I think it was the US Open or something like that. Like it was like a big
Wow.
tennis thing that was in Houston at the time. And my dad is a huge tennis fan, so he was super excited about it. And so we're driving there. We're all in one big car, one Suburban or something like that. And we're going there, and the kids are kind of talking. And my brother and the other family friend's kid had been there last year, so they were telling me, like, so the kids go to a different area. The kids don't watch the tennis. I was like, oh, thank God, I don't have to watch tennis. It was 5 hours. Like I could maybe as a kid watch tennis for like 7 to 8 minutes. Like that would be max. And so they're telling me the kids go to a different area. I was like, okay, cool. What's the area all
Kid
about?
zone.
And they were like, dude, it's stacked with arcade games, all free. I'm talking Gauntlet Legends. I'm talking Cruisin' USA. I'm talking Cruisin' Exotica also. They got all the Cruisins. They Hydro Thunder. They got the full thing. It's all free. It's all free. No quarters, anything like that. They've got a ball pit. They've got trampolines. They've got ball cannons for the ball pit. Dude, imagine someone telling you the place you're going when you're 8 years old has ball cannons for the ball pit. And I was just like, dude, I've never been so excited to go to like a tennis tournament in my life. Like this is going to be so. And I was.
Yeah, how do you get a kid pass as an adult?
Yeah, right. I was as hyped as you could possibly get, and I honestly, and you'll see why, but I don't think I've ever gotten as hyped for something in my life as I was hyped for like getting to this kid area. I was like, holy crap! And I'm gonna be with like other kids and stuff. It's gonna be crazy. And we get there, and they're taking us into like this building or whatever, and it kind of looks like a gymnasium because it really is a gymnasium. And we're going in.
Okay.
And it's a gymnasium. And I'm like, well, maybe the arcade, it's probably in the other room. And where I'm looking around, and the more I'm looking, the more I'm thinking, this is like the YMCA. We're just in the YMCA right now, and there's nothing else. There's nothing. There's no arcade games. There's no ball pit. There's no trampoline. There's nothing. And I asked the lady, as like an 8-year-old, and I didn't really, you don't talk to random adults. I asked the lady, I go, are there the arcade games or the ball pit? And she goes, oh no, we had to get rid of that. She just says it one sentence. She just said, oh no, we have to get rid of that. And
I'm surprised it was even real in
like,
the first place. Like, had to get rid of it was not what I was expecting. I thought this was going to be a Midnight Laser situation.
I know. That's what and I was like, at least it was confirmed rather than her saying that never existed. Yeah. But it was kind of funny how she just swept it. And she's like, no, we don't have that anymore. We have a basketball now. And like, dude, he gave me a basketball, and I played with a basketball, and then I tried to just go to sleep on a mat for 5 hours.
All right.
That was
like
my
napping
party.
on a tumble nap.
Like it was just, and so that was the lesson that like I guess if I could take a lesson from that or whatever, the lesson was just like, I try not to ever overhype anything anymore, because that level of disappointment was just so, and it happens like that. I think there's something about putting something in the universe whenever, like if I were to say, guys, you got to check out my show tomorrow because it's going to be the most hype thing you've ever seen.
Hey, let's save the
We're doing
plugs for the
real-time
end.
strategy. We got crazy explosions, and like you can summon Shrek. And like, if I tell you all that stuff, you're going to have real high expectations for the episode.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're going to launch the game for the first time with the audience, and it's like not going to load. like that's what would happen. Like it just would.
Course.
And if I say it's going to be okay, we put it together in about a week. And then,
Yeah. That's why
I like it.
That's why Ned and I never say big things coming soon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
because
say it to each other all the time, but never on the show.
yeah, unless there's
Whisper to each other.
unless there's a poster ready to go.
Yeah.
We don't announce.
I was worried because I made a poster for the thing we're doing tomorrow, and I was actually like, dude, this poster's kind of tight. I was like, I don't know if the game is this good.
Is this gonna live up to it?
Like it makes it look like it's like this whole like there's gonna be a whole storyline, or like there's gonna be like characters coming in. There's gonna be like sacrifices, and people are gonna cry and stuff. And it's like, no, it's just a an above view game where the audience
let's bring this
houses.
in. Let's show off this poster real quick since
I
I'm
think
talking
it's
about
great.
it.
I think it looks like one of them new Adult Swim shows,
Oh.
It really does.
like a Trigog or
yeah.
whatever it's fucking called.
Oh yeah, I'll take it. Dude.
I see
I'll take it,
Drinky Crow
absolutely.
on there anyway. So
Definitely don't pull up the Age of Empires 4 post banner because I definitely wasn't copying it almost
That's a-
exact.
I see God 6 back there. That's or is that God 5?
That's God 4, sir. That's
God 4. I can't remember. I tried to become God right when I joined the game, and you're like, you're looking for God 4. And as soon as I changed it, I was like,
It's a common thing. It's a common thing. Everybody wants to be God as soon as they join the show. You don't get any special powers, but if you're gonna become a God, you might as well become the one that's buff and is carrying dual Bibles.
Yeah,
he's dual wielding. Like if you have a dual wielding Bible God, you can't see it. He's holding 2 Bibles in either hand. It's just the best. It's just the best one. There's certain
Old
things like
Testament,
that where
New
we found
Testament.
certain models on the show that are hilarious or whatever, and they become like a meme, and now it's in the fucking poster.
an all-powerful god that needs to flex his glamour muscles. Tisk, tisk. James,
A beauty.
before we wrap up the show, we do have a game that we wanted to play with you.
Yeah,
This
so
is something that I was explaining earlier in the show, but Ned, you go ahead.
yeah, so since you fancy yourself a game crafter, we actually make games too, and we're really good at it. And we some of them maybe better than yours. I don't know. That's up to the audience.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna play a little game. It's called Senseless Rendering.
And I want to remind everyone, when Ned sent me this, I immediately was like, that's the guy's fucking name. Just why don't we change it up? And I now know Ned actually did something very clever.
I switched the words.
and I feel like a dipshit.
It was going to be the Senseless Render Boys originally, so you actually got pretty close.
So what we're thinking for Senseless Rendering, I'm still kind of working this out in my head, and I have been since about noon when I thought of switching the words. I think what we're gonna do, we're sharing our screen with you right now. We're gonna cancel that share, okay? And if you have a window of this show open, I need you to close it, okay? So you can't know what's happening on the show.
All right.
We're gonna play like kind of a telephone-like game, and I want you to find like an image on Google or something. Like you can search like silly dog or silly clown or just something fucking silly. And I need you to give me very technical directions, and I'm going to try to draw it. You can't tell me draw like a beak or anything. You can say, put your pen down and start drawing kind of diagonal, then stop.
Think about like we're a police sketch artist, and you were the victim of a crime.
But you can't necessarily give us like specific details.
Yeah.
Or maybe small details, but I mainly want some technical direction here.
Okay, gotcha. All
Okay,
right.
so let me cut you off real quick.
Yes, Leland 88. It is sick.
Yes, we are very good at game making. Okay. I should have told you to pick an image beforehand, but I'll be honest, I asked Connor if this was the way we should do it right before we started the show.
And I said yes because I was also in class. Like, yeah.
Okay, cool. We're drawing.
All right. So,
All right. So I want you to.
And I'm drawing in a
Can
square.
I say what it is at all? Can I say not what it is? Not even like person, place, or thing or whatever.
no, because we're gonna show you what we drew to see how accurate we got.
Yeah. We'll do a little trade at the end where you show us what you were explaining and we'll show you what we were drawing.
Gosh. All right.
And this is you rendering an image without your senses. That's that's what the name.
I get it. I get
Just
it.
in
All
case
right,
anyone
all right.
doubts.
It's good. It's good. It's the old switcheroo. I get it.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. I can't, it's hard to describe it without giving you something. So I'm gonna say beach.
Okay, cool.
I'm trying to give you a little sauce.
No, that's good. Give me
Do two sand dunes and then some waves.
Yeah. I'm gonna start. I'm in the middle of the paper right now. What should I do with my pen?
Draw a palm tree. Draw a palm tree for me.
Okay.
Two palm trees. 2 palm trees and a button up. I'm gonna do 2 palm trees and a button up.
The palm trees are in a button up.
They could be in a button up. Yeah, they're in a button up.
Okay.
Are you
I'm
looking?
trying to think of like how to not word this like.
Are you looking at a Chubby's ad?
Okay, wait.
I mean, Google knows what I like.
Okay, wait. Give me a second. I'm rendering right now.
Oh my god.
All right, and then after that, you'll draw a gourd shape in front of it. A gourd shape with a hole in it.
A gourd shape with a hole in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so like a pumpkin or some kind of squash.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like you went to Pixabay and just found some wild fucking shit.
Which, that's what we want.
Okay.
Okay, wait. And you said a gourd?
Yeah, like a squash or a pumpkin.
Okay, and that's just kind of in front of it.
Yeah, with a hole in it.
Okay.
So make sure you get that little. I know it's not wood, but the nubbin at the top, the root that it grows off of.
Yeah. So here's like a.
Yeah, and make the root really long. Make the root really long, and make the root really long, and then at the end of the root, you have like some like things coming out of it.
Like,
some like dots, some circles coming out of it. I don't know what. Some circles coming out of it.
Okay.
Connor's this check out for you?
Yeah. I think that
then,
looks good.
All right, we're gonna put some striped swim shorts underneath the button up.
Okay.
And then we're gonna draw two.
Leland 88. That's a good guess.
Two angled rectangle, two 90-degree angle rectangles underneath the shorts. How do I tell you I'm not telling you to draw a human right now?
No, it's fine. This is good. You said two.
Then,
say that. Describe it how you described it.
Yeah, no, those are legs.
Yeah. Just draw some fucking legs, man.
Sorry, we're already past it. I drew rectangles.
How do I tell him not to draw legs? And then the shoes on the legs are kind of they're of the strappy variety. They have straps.
Flippy flops.
I see what he's saying. Yeah. Sorry, I'm kind of shifting my image a little bit. I'm running out of some room here.
Oh yeah, I should have left some leg room.
All
Hey,
right.
wait a second.
Put me in, coach. You guys like that?
Yeah.
And then we got to go back up and give him. He needs some arms, and he has. I don't know. There's nothing special about his arms. They're like drumsticks, though. They're kind of fat.
James, I feel like with your directions going all over the place, I feel like you're not taking this game very seriously.
Yeah, I don't know if this reflects on how you take the games on your show seriously, but we take our games incredibly seriously.
I mean, we don't show up to your show and just fuck around.
We don't just type jump 9,000 and fly into space on your show.
Hey, what the fuck, man?
So
I'm like, I'm just jumping back. I don't know where to it's like so hard to try to abstractly describe this to you. And all right, we got a head. He's got a head like a.
Boy.
He's got a head like another type of squash, just a chubbier, big squash.
Okay.
It's a big squash
Maybe
head.
kind of a long neck here to compensate.
No long neck. No neck.
Well,
this is happening.
You already gave us this. We don't have an eraser over here.
And actually, this give us one more hint, because then we do have to wrap up the show.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Okay.
Talk to me about the head. What's going on it?
Giant nose, bags under the eyes, and wavy hair in a ponytail. That's it.
Oh, sick.
All right, can you send me the picture on Skype?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, we're going to show you first what James was describing, and then we'll show you our rendition, or should we do our rendition?
They've been seeing it this whole stream, so I will.
That's a good guess. Also, Leland,
Yeah,
you're
I'm
coming up
really
with
liking
great
these
guesses.
Got it.
Okay.
Oh my God,
That's really good.
All right, let's see what you guys were able to render without your senses. Oh wait, only I'm seeing it. Everybody else is already seeing it.
They've been here. This is what I did.
That's like something generated by like machine learning or something
It's
like
not
that. That's like an AI. What happened to him? Tito, are you okay?
That was the that was the ukulele.
Ukulele, yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
very surprised by how you described it. How many of the pieces are there?
Yeah,
Like-
it's not a bad rendition. I think I could pick him out of a lineup with this drawing.
And Tito just appears, just like making like the T-Rex noises, like from Jurassic Park, or the Thing, maybe.
Yeah, I
For
think
this.
he's one of
he's
those
got a
things from
long neck.
Annihilation. He'd just been in there too long, so he's like,
Oh boy! All right.
DNA script.
Unfortunately, we have to go into our last segment of the show. We've got something that was Senseless Rendering. Thank you, Ned, for doing this, and thank you, James, for participating.
No problem.
We got something cool that we're gonna show y'all for our last segment. Ned, take it away.
Hey.
I want a new plug. Tell us what's going on. Tell us all the stuff you're doing
After we sing this song.
All right, James, what do you have to plug?
I have to plug. What do I have to plug?
Just do it,
I
man.
have. Well, the show tomorrow. I got rendered senseless. We got rendered senseless at 8 p.m. It's gonna be fun. We got a new game we're introducing. It's like a real-time strategy sort of thing. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be goofy. It's also our first time really trying it with the audience. We kind of play it with like fake audience to test, and then we never really like when we actually play it, it always goes awry. But it should be funny and fun, and so that's what's happening tomorrow. And then I would recommend going. They probably linked it, Rendered Senseless on Twitch, and you can follow it, and then you'll get a notification. Other stuff is. I edit videos for my roommate. His name's Cody Hovland. He does like wacky builds and stuff like that. And he just yelled "woo" from the other room. I don't know if anybody- Yeah, woo! It's from behind closed doors.
Bring him on out. Come on, bring him
yeah,
on.
bring him out,
Bring
bring
him
him
on.
out.
But so I edit things for him, and they're wacky. And we did one where he recently put a harmonica. He made a carmonica. He put a harmonica on a sports car.
That's
I
a great fucking
Love
video.
that fucking
Dude,
video
thank
so much.
It was it was super. It was like one of those ideas where I was just like but that's gonna be really okay. And then we just edited it, and it ended up being kind of funny in the end. And like I'm happy with it. And it got like a good amount of views too. I was like surprised because he's only just started the channel, and we've done like 3 videos total.
What's the channel name? How can people find this?
Yeah.
Cody Hovland.
How do you spell that?
It's Cody normal and then Hovland, and there is an umlaut on the O.
What?
No, there isn't. I'm just kidding.
And
Made it as hard to look up as possible.
go ahead and follow us on Instagram because I know there is a post on your Instagram, and we'll go ahead and share that to our stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
And then
it is very cool.
Yeah, and then the last thing is also plugging Legacy Man Houston. By the way,
Yeah.
I talked to him directly, so I just filmed a thing for him like at his show where it's just like it was just a lot. I just filmed the whole show or parts of the show, and so he does a thing at MKT once a month which is like a thing in the Heights, and they have a thing called the Sunset Market, and it's Thursday. I think it starts at 6. Yeah, there he is, and it's him rocking out right there. It's the thing is with this one, it's like kind of more like if you have kids, definitely like bring the kids sort of thing. But it's still cool to see us. I love him. Like, dude, I don't care.
He's amazing, and he's playing his own music right now, and he's playing it
Yes.
on those rollerblades.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Very cool.
He makes Japanese synthwave and then he skates to it through the Heights, and that's how I found him initially. And I was like, dude, who are you? And I want to be your friend, and I'm gonna record everything for you from now on. And so he's super cool. I forgot what I was going to say about that, but yeah, he's cool. Just follow him. And I was going to say that I did talk to him directly, and he did say that he wants to do something with swimmer department.
yes.
FY. He just says you have to tell him way ahead of time.
Okay.
Like, because
It
he
shall
has
be
has
done.
kids.
Yeah, and
He
he's
has kids,
moved
he
by
has his other stuff.
rollerblades.
Yeah,
Takes
he
a
has to
while
get there on
there.
blades too. So it's-
Dropping amps everywhere.
But yeah, that's it. That's what I got.
Well, cool. Guys, hit that MF. No, my fucking name's covering it. Rendered Senseless. Hit that subscribe button. Go over there right now.
Go to twitch.tv/renderedsenseless and follow them. We'll see you in chat tomorrow.
Yeah.
For sure.
Thank you, guys.
Ned, do you have anything to plug?
I don't think I do. Lights in the Heights. Guys, Lights in the Heights. I don't remember what day that is. Swimwear department's playing on someone's porch. Drive around the Heights, look at the lights, and then when you hear us, go to us. That's my plug. What about you, Connor?
All right, you heard it here first. You Now Have the Floor is coming back. We are going to... We're going to be performing upstairs at Midtown Bar and Grill on Friday, December 17th. We've got a hell of a lineup.
Connor, what is You Now Have the Floor?
You Now Have the Floor is a town hall format show that takes place in the fictional town of Hosewater, Texas, where you ain't too good to drink from the hose. I will be playing town alderman Tandy Weathers. I will be conducting the city town hall meeting, and I will be supported by Rahul Rao, who will be playing Sheriff Bailiff, the law in town. And we have 8 fantastic performers and comedians that I know you have missed seeing perform live. They have, I believe, all been on our show during the pandemic.
I think they're all friends of the show. I need to go back through the
They're all
list.
definitely friends of the show. And if you've been watching during the pandemic, you have seen all of them. Well, we're going to be live in person, masks heavily encouraged. Everyone's going to be vaccinated, at least the performers. Is there a dress code? I mean, cover your nips, I guess. I mean,
wear overalls if you got them.
Like to get in character of the show. Hey, I would love it. I would fucking love it, Leland88. No one's ever done something like that. If you feel like dressing up like whatever you think a hose watering would look like, do it.
Hose Watertons? What do you call them?
Waterians.
Watering.
But we're going to be working on getting all of the past shows. We found the footage of them. We're going to be getting them all up onto YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys can all see everything and kind of get a sense of it. We're back, baby. Live comedy produced by us is back. Or it will be.
And if you want to check out the very first Hosewater show, you can go to City of Hosewater on YouTube. There are the first shows up.
I suggest checking out Frank Gumman, that's your character, and then Kitty Pool and Tuesday Playdate. They are flat earthers who are also sex workers, because we need more women at the forefront of the flat earth movement, and I'm sick of it being dominated by men. Anyway, also follow me at Cliftocurrency on everything. I had a Dune tweet go viral. Fucking sweet.
Thanks to his Photoshop.
Yeah, thanks to his Photoshop. And that's all I have to plug. So, James, thank you again for coming onto the show. We are so fucking excited to see your show tomorrow. It's tomorrow, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, 8 p.m.
Tomorrow, 8 p.m. We will see you there. And do you have anything that you'd like to say to our audience before we take off?
Final words?
Well, thank you guys for having me, and thanks to everybody who was watching this and found anything. Hopefully you found something interesting about what I'm working on, and would love to see you as a goat with a traffic cone as a hat tomorrow on my show. And then you can jump, and you can type jump and jump a mile high.
I cannot wait. I will be looking for that goat on the
Really
dance floor.
All right. That's our show, everyone. See you next week.
Later, mother. Oh, dang it. It didn't work. Shit. Later. Oh, no. The button's not working. Shit. Bye.